On our fourth edition of Football Tonight, 4 city schools had home games this evening, including Lafayette hosting Savannah. Could the Irish pull off the upset? And big-time games in the KCI Conference. East Buchanan at North Platte, Mid Buchanan at West Platte, and Hamilton at Lawson. Find out who rises above on Football Tonight.
The legacy of Football Tonight.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Football Tonight. We've got an exciting show for you.
Well, one of the great things that high school football brings out are the rivalries. Towns get behind their teams, schools trading wins each season.
This show, really, at this level, in the small market television, set the tone.
This is what it's all about.
And with that, welcome into our fourth edition of Football Tonight. I'm Chris Roush. He's Brett Kennedy. Brett, thoughts on the Week 4 matchups around the area tonight? A lot of good ones.
Yeah, we had some good ones. A lot of the city schools were basically all at home tonight, and we had some really good 8-man matchups around the area as well, or at least that looked good on paper going into tonight, and they really turned into blowouts. A lot of them did, but there was a lot of intriguing matchups all over the area.
You talk about 4 city teams at home this week. Next week, 4 on the road. So let's enjoy the city home games tonight. Starting over Noyes Field, Central finally the home opener on the brand new turf field, hosting a tough North Kansas City team in a battle of 3-0 squads. First quarter, all North KC. William Basil out of the Wildcat, keeps it himself around the edge, gets in for the score. PAT makes it 7-0. After a Central punt, North KC back with the football. Handoff goes to Samuel Zana, gets some good blocking down the field, and it's a foot race down the sideline. 14-0 North KC, still in the first quarter. Second quarter now, it's 20-0 North KC. Zana again just outrunning everyone. This one 27-0 in the early stages of the second quarter. Central looks to be down and out, but hang on a second. 27-9 now with under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Cannon Wettlaufer to Caden Fenwick, the junior wideout, all alone, and runs to the pylon and runs over near the old man, the former wide receiver, Coach Tyler Fenwick over at Mo West. His dad too. The junior wideout does the rest. 11-point game. Now it's 45 seconds to go in the half. Wettlaufer. Lincoln Darnell's down there somewhere. It's 27-22 now. Central only down 5. That's the score at the half. Third quarter, same score. Central driving. Wettlaufer looking. Pocket collapses, scrambles. He's going to take off, makes one-man miss. Aiming for the pylon, stays in bounds, takes a hit. 28-27 Central at this point in the third quarter. What a comeback by this Indian squad, but North KC retakes the lead. 30-27 at one point. They go on to win this one 58-34. Good back and forth battle. Central coming back in this one, but North KC too much tonight.
Now to the south side as the 2-1 Benton Cardinals have the team's second straight home game at Sparks Field, hosting University Academy Charter. 26-6 in the second quarter on our arrival of this one. Griffins looking to tack on more. This score deep into the second quarter, trying to run into the gut here, but into a nest of Cardinals who throw up the big stop. Cardinal fans come from all over to sit all over to see their squad. A little later, Griffins fumble. Sean Leverett scoops it up, but Benton makes the stop. Let's go to halftime in this one. After the Cardinals get pinned far down and can't quite make it out of the end zone, this one is going to be a safety for Academy Charter. The Cardinals can't quite pull this one off. They lose at home by the final of 28-6.
All right, to the north side of town, 3-0 Savannah Savages playing 0-3 Lafayette. The Irish looking for that first win. Irish get the ball first in this one, but come up short. Savannah J.D. Letting gets the ball on the run and gets a first down off the pass, gets down close to the goal line. Savannah at Lafayette's door. Savages, Colin Cleary bashes in for the first TD, point after 7-0. Savannah student section making the short drive for this game. Savannah Lafayette's closer sometimes than Benton Lafayette, depending how you get there. Irish come up with a nothing again. Savannah's Taylor Strick says, I'll take it myself. Tries to get stopped by Owen Zai, but Strick says, get off of me. He's still going. Look at him weave through defenders. This goes to the second quarter where Cleary gets the ball again. Now it's a touchdown. Savannah goes on to win 53-0, improves to 4-0 on the year.
In other Midland Empire Conference play, the Maryville Spoofhounds played on the road in Kansas City against Lincoln College Prep. Maryville's score is final in this one, 30-14 for the Spoofhounds. A big win for them. More MEC action. Cameron coasted Chillicothe this evening. Hornets looking for their first win at 0-3. Cameron coming in at 1-2. Second half, Cameron up 14-7. Chillicothe senior Oliver Perry, the great deflection to prevent another Dragons touchdown. That led to a later missed field goal from Cameron. Chili's next drive, junior Chase Bell, the stuff on Henry Hurtgen in the backfield for a big Dragons defensive play. Cameron's student section having a fun time on homecoming night. Next Dragons drive, sophomore Benson Smith, a nice run that results in a Cameron first down. And then it's Chase Bell again, right up the middle, and he scampers in for the touchdown and a 21-7 Dragons lead now. The Dragons would breathe even more fire on their next drive. It's Bell again. Big number 22 busting into the secondary for another huge Cameron gain. A few plays later, Bell finds pay dirt for the second time in the second half. Cameron goes on to win 28-7 to get to 2-2 on the season.
Well, still to come on football tonight, we get into KCI Conference play. 3-0 Mid-Buchanan and West Tonight taking on West Platte.
And in Lawson, the Cardinals beat East Buchanan last week. Could they keep it going against Hamilton tonight? We'll see after the break. We kick off KCI Conference action this evening in Lawson as the Cardinals, who had an eye-opening blowout road win at East Buchanan last week, were trying to keep it going tonight. Lawson, 2-1 coming into this evening, was back at home, hosting the Class 1 runner-up from last season in the Hamilton Hornets. Hamilton coming in with a 1-2 record. On Lawson's first drive, junior Grayson Smith drives up the middle for a big first down. A few plays later, senior quarterback Chase Mathis takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Not quite in yet, but it wouldn't matter because one play later, he dives over the pylon, or the goal line rather, and it's 7-0 Lawson. Second quarter, Cardinals wave hello to another touchdown. Grayson Smith dives over the goal line, and Lawson takes a 14-0 lead. Junior Jack Cooley did not play tonight, out with a concussion he suffered last week. Hornets missed his play-making ability this evening. Had to look for other options, like sophomore wide receiver Damone Newman. Hauls in the pass, takes it deep into Lawson territory. A few plays later, Hudson Creekmore, the freshman, finds Newman again for Hamilton's first touchdown of the day. But Lawson hangs on to win in the second half, 24-21. They're 3-1 to start the season.
All right, how about some Mid-Buchanan Dragons football at West Platte? Dragons been on the road a lot to start the year. Blue Jays coming with a 2-1 record. Both teams getting ready to go. To get this one going, Jet Chandler getting his number called, make a few men miss, and gets a short gain. Then Chandler back on the ground, another keeper to keep the drive going for the Jays. Blue Jays trying to open the playbook. Mark Sanderson at QB now draws back, finds Chandler over the middle, but Midbuck comes up and gets the 3 and out. Dragons now getting a turn on offense. Midbuck going to the ground as well. Creighton House, and he gets the chains moving with this run. A couple plays later, Dragons knocking on the door. They go back to House. He's in for the first score of the game, taking to the house himself. Then Taylor Gallagher trying to get the Blue Jays together. They go back on offense. Jays playing it safer, back on the ground. This time, hands off to Brady McMillan. He makes a few guys miss. He rumbles upfield. Blue Jays probably, maybe the ground game was working. They're going to the air. Chandler dealing with the pressure, scrambles, trying to make a play happen, but it's intercepted. Nick Payne seals it right there. The Dragons going to win 28-0. They're now 4-0 on the season. All right, more KCI conference scores tonight. Lathrop getting a 4-point win against Skyline 28-24, and then Windsor goes up and beats Plattsburgh 49-14.
Let's head to Dearborn as the 2-1 North Platte Panthers welcome in 1-2 East Buchanan. Panthers looking to break their 7-game losing streak to the Bulldogs. Tied at 14-14 in this one, trying to get things going. Phoenix ball intercepted by Lane Richardson. Panthers student section getting hyped. Dylan Armstrong drops back for North Platte. Finds Gus French, the juggling catch down the sideline. Nice grab. Panthers moving fast. Armstrong takes it himself. He's rumbling into the end zone for the touchdown for North Platte. Bulldogs trying to bounce back now. East Buck going to the air. Phoenix Baugh finds Brown on the slant route. And now the Bulldogs knocking on the red zone here. Bulldogs pitch it to Brown, and he gives East Buck the lead, rather, heading into the fourth. Crunch time now for both teams as they go on, try to go home for a win. North Platte looking to the air there. Armstrong finds French once again, getting the Panthers in scoring position. Armstrong takes the drive, and he finishes off with another touchdown. North Platte wins 34-27. Big win for them. To the Grand River Conference, Maysville hosted Putnam County this evening. Wolverines come up with nothing tonight as Putnam County wins 42-0. Gallatin was in Trenton in a battle of the Bulldogs. Gallatin proves their Bulldogs are better, 42-15, at least on this night. More GRC scores. South Harrison was at Scotland County. South Harrison, they beat Scotland County 42-8. Polo hosted Brookfield. Brookfield wins big, 44-14.
Still to come in the show, we go to 8-man football. King City, the Wildcats trying to get to 4-0 on the season, hosting Stanberry tonight.
And the Bishop of Blonde Golden Eagles finally had their first regular season home game this evening. Could they bring home the W? We'll be right back. We begin 8-man football action tonight, starting right here in St. Joseph as Bishop of Blonde finally had its first regular season home game 4 weeks into this season. Golden Eagles 1-2 coming into tonight. LeBlanc hosted a 3-0 Knox County squad. Cooper Clare hands off to Isaac Shahan, and Shahan Van hurdles a guy down the sideline for a big gain. Clare out to Creighton Carhoff. It's Carhoff off to the races, down into Bishop of Blonde territory in this one for Knox County. But the Eagles would deny keeping the score 30-8 at half. 8-minute possession to open the second half ends with a Shahan touchdown. 38-8, Knox County up. Chase Kissel rumbling through the Knox County defense, picking up the first down for LeBlond. Late fourth, Clare rolls out, hits Carhoff for a big gain. I guess after the big LeBlond play there. There we go. Here's the play to Carhoff. That's going to be for a touchdown. Knox County wins 44-16 to spoil LeBlond's homecoming.
All right, 275 conference play. DeKalb hosting Nottoway Valley tonight. Thunder 3-0 coming in. Tigers trying to get their first win. Braxton McGinnis starts off the scoring by connecting a quick pass to Cooper Stotterly after taking a hit for the score. PAT 7-0. After coming an onside kick, McGinnis hands off to sophomore Ty Holt, who drags two Tigers defenders for another touchdown. Thunder rolling early in this one. DeKalb senior Kyle Funk, though, gave his team hope after running more than 50 yards and evading Thunder defenders to put DeKalb on the board. This time, though, it's 30-7 at this point in the ball game. Second half, DeKalb senior Blake Norton runs through all of Nottoway Valley's defenders to try to get DeKalb some momentum going here, but it's 62-14 at half. Nottoway Valley able to go on to win this one by a final score of 92-20.
More 275 conference scores from tonight. The 3-0 Rockport Blue Jays hosted Platte Valley. And Rockport's now 4-0 because they take care of business 76-22. Mountain City was at Stewartsville Osborne. Panthers win big 40-12.
Next, we head to Oregon, Missouri. Southold hosting East Ashland, battle of 1 and 2 teams. Early going, Southold's Colton Fancher to Cameron Nolan for the early score, 6-0 first quarter. A game, minute later, little game, 1 minute later. Brody Winahan answers with a sneak 6-all at this point. But the Knights of Oregon doing it again. Tate Prusman, 20-yard score, and he just rumbled his way through the defense. 14-6 ball game after the 2-point conversion. Lots of scoring early. Well, it's 8-man football. We're at about 9:30 left in the second. Gavin Irvine with a long score for the Wolves makes it 18-14 EA in this one. Later in the second quarter, Irvine again 26-14 East Ashland, control of his 275 conference battle. All right, under 4.5 to play in the first half. 26-20 Wolves. EA going to the big man, and he's going to do the rest on his own to the house. 32-20 EA. The Wolves going to win 38-20.
Coming up in the show, we head back to the Grand River Conference for more 8-man football as North Andrew hosted Worth County this evening.
And King City trying to go 4-0 hosting the Stanberry Bulldogs. Can they stay undefeated? We'll be right back.
We switch things back to the Grand River Conference for 8-man play. After losing in Week 1, Worth County has won its next 2 games with a combined score of 134-6. That's 8-man football for you. 2-1 Worth County played in Rosendale tonight against North Andrew. Cardinals coming in with a 1-2 record. Opening drive, pitch to Cole Ruby, and Ruby to the right, spinning out of multiple tackles for the Tigers. Nice play there for the Tigers. Hayden Sanders surveying the field, avoids the tackler. Ruby fighting through armed tacklers, and he finds the corner, and he gets it in eventually there to get the Tigers up. There it is. There's the touchdown. 6-0 Worth County. 4th and 1, Levi McAfee stacked up. Brought down short of the first. Sanders not looking to throw this time, taking the keeper on the Cardinals sideline. He is going to find pay dirt to put Worth County up 14-0 with a touchdown. Ruby takes the handoff in the open field, picking on the freshman with the shimmy. One final cut, taking it to the house. Worth County goes on to win 54-8 for their 3rd straight win.
All right, up in Albany tonight, Warriors welcoming in St. Joseph Christian. The Lions trying to win their 3rd straight. Early going, Braden Hopp, and he had 3 touchdowns in the first half, including this 75-yard score for the Lions early in this one. These 2 teams trading some shots in this one tonight. Elliot Mercer with an answer of his own, a couple of touchdowns for him in this one early. This game needs OT at 42 all. Lions get the ball first. Mason Stewart keeps himself on the option. He gets in, 2-point conversion, no good. Now they need to stop Albany. The Warriors looking to keep OT going. Penalties kind of hurt this drive. Looking toward the end zone under pressure, off his back foot. That pass is picked off by Carlson. St. Joe Christians have won it. St. Joe Christian Lions have won their 3rd straight game. They win 48-42.
More GRC 8-man action, 3-0. Pattonsburg hosted Princeton. Panthers improved to 4-0 on the season with an 80-40 victory.
All right, head out to King City. The Wildcats coming in 3-0, looking to stay undefeated against the rival, the Stanberry Bulldogs. Looking for their first win of the season. King City starts off the scoring with a receiving touchdown by junior Colton Potter to make the score 8-0 with a 2-point conversion. Next drive, Landon Carlson, trouble with the snap, but finds Jax Jundy as he scores to make the score 14-0 in the ball game. Later, junior Caden Wainscott takes a screen but is tripped up inside the red zone. King City in business. But Ryder Sample, the senior, finishes the drive with a receiving score to make it 22-0. A little bit later on, Landon Carlson now rushes for a long touchdown to make the score 28-0. King City goes on to win this one tonight by a final score of 90-12.
Let's go to the Kansas side. Riverside was on the road at McLouth. Cyclones give McLouth a goose egg, 35-0. Troy was at Pleasant Ridge, and the Trojans, they get a victory on the road as well. How about 52-6 in that one?
Action Phoenix were in Kansas City tonight at Sumner Academy. Phoenix win 55-28. Mar Hill hosting Christian Academy. The Ravens get a win 56-6.
And finally, Donovan West had their first home game of the year, hosting Valley Heights in a clash of the Mustangs. D West falls 33-14.
And coming up next, we take a look at our Anderson Auto Group Play of the Week from Week 3. We'll be right back on Football Tonight. The Anderson Auto Group Play of the Week winner. You voted all week long, and here's the Play of the Week winner. Savannah's Cale Wiley making a house call in Week 3 in the Savages win to go 3-0. He goes pick 6 for Savannah. Wiley and the Savannah defense has been really good this season. That's why they are ranked number 3 in Class 4 as we go into week number 5 now. Brett, Savannah, they're 4-0. One of the top teams in Class 4 right now. They are full speed ahead right now.
They are rolling. I mean, Coach Hayes has those guys ready, and they were good last year too. But I mean, again, they have issues. They've had injuries with Knechtenhofer at quarterback, and then they put Schrick back there, and it's like, I mean, it's same old for them. And it works.
Yeah,
so.
and it's a good problem. Sometimes when you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one quarterback. Now they have 2 quarterbacks. How do you get them both on the field when Knechtenhofer's healthy? That's a good problem for Coach Hayes to have. Get those guys both on the field. Maybe you can, and they're ranked in the top 10 as well in Class 2. They're going to be pretty good next week too.
Yeah, and they have a big game next week against Lawson. And Lawson is also out to a big start this year. They're 3-1, Midbuck, excuse me. They're undefeated. That should be a fun one to watch in Fawcett next week.
We'll see you next week.